Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Michelle Lee here with Athena Rising Now, and I help ambitious, visionary women bust through their financial glass ceiling and skyrocket their self-confidence. And today I've been thinking about what I want to share with you because I receive intuitive hits throughout the week and thinking about you and what you may need to hear. Hey, Amanda, so happy to see you. Glad you're here. Hey, Jamie, welcome. Happy Wednesday. I'm super excited to be here. We'll give it just a couple of minutes, but I wanted to really speak into another level. My spiritual journey is constantly unfolding, and what's being revealed to me is the next level. And I was thinking today, hey, Jacqueline, good to see you. Yes, yes, yes. I love you all. So happy you're here. And I'm looking and I feel like I need more color. I'm going through a shift in how I show up and what I've become aware of before I go into what I'm actually here to talk to is how much I've been holding back and how I downplay myself. So that includes my lip color. I try to be very non-bold. It's time for me to go bold. And so I'm doing a whole sort of makeover for me, a design makeover. So the makeup, the hair, the clothes is what's going on right now. So anyway, when I was thinking about who I need to talk to and what the message is, a lot of women out there, I talk about making more money. And a lot of you out there may be making great money. You may be making great money and you followed all the steps and you may have the great partner, the great house, the great car. You've got the money, you're in this position, and it's kind of like flat, right? It's just deflated. It's not what you thought it would be. It's not what everyone told you to do. You followed the steps. And perhaps what happened as you followed the steps is you disconnected from who you are. You disconnected from who you are. And so now this experience that you thought was going to be all that isn't all that. It feels empty. You feel unfulfilled. And I've heard a lot of you say things like, I'm not happy. All of this was supposed to make me happy, and I don't feel happy. And I wanted to speak into that a little bit because as women, we are all created to generate wealth. We are set up in the way we think, in how our brains work, and even biologically to bring spirit into form. Money is energy, right? So we bring that energy and manifest it into the physical form of wealth. We do that with babies. We do that with books. We do that with art. We do that with painting. And yet, in the world that we live in, we've been taught a very masculine way of making money. Some of us have done very well in climbing that ladder the masculine way, only to get to a certain level and discover maybe this sucks, right? Or maybe I feel like an imposter. I'm here and I have to put so much effort into being seen, being heard, in getting the pay that equals what everybody else is doing. And so it's all of this extra effort because we're making money and we're following the steps the masculine way. And it's not even the healthy masculine way. It is the toxic masculine way. And so when we arrive or we find ourselves in this space where we thought we wanted to be, it feels very empty. It feels very empty. So I wanted to speak into that because you're there and now you may have people depending on you, right? You may be the breadwinner for your family. You may be feeling trapped by that. It's like, now I'm here, I'm unhappy. And here's what I hear many women how they turn it back on themselves is that I should be happy. I'm just ungrateful, right? We start turning it back on ourselves, thinking there must be something wrong with me because I have all of this great experience. I have everything that was supposed to make me happy, and I'm not happy. There must be something wrong with me. Here's what I want you to know for sure. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. What's happening is your soul, your feminine soul, is screaming out for its true expression. So even if you have found yourself in that career and you're living what appears to be the dream and it's not fulfilling, all that you need to do is reconnect with your feminine nature, the essence of who you are, the truth of who you are, because we've been taught to put that aside. It's impractical. You can't make money that way. So you may have climbed the ladder in the masculine way, but even though you're there, you can reconnect with who you truly are and turn your experience into an entirely different experience where you get to be authentically you. Hey, Jamie, yes, I know you can relate to this, right? You get to shift the experience and that will take you even higher, right? So making more money, when I talk about making more money, I am talking about money. And when I bring in the Sophia luxury codes, the Sophia luxury codes, being in luxury, being this goddess wherever you are, even if it's in a job that you may not be happy with right now, when you bring in that luxury, the luxury is the luxury of being yourself, the luxury of speaking your truth, the luxury of fulfillment, being fulfilled by what you do, the luxury of feeling appreciated and recognized for what you do. Okay, so if you find yourself in a position, if you're working at a job and you're feeling trapped and you think your happiness lies on the other side of leaving that position, but you just can't see how you can leave that position, leaving that position may not be the answer for you right now. It may be to bring the Sophia luxury codes, your authenticity, your soul into the position where you are and becoming yourself in that space. It's super scary. Super scary, right? Because what you've been told is, and what you've experienced is you've sacrificed your authentic nature. You've pushed that behind you so that you could succeed in this masculine energy. Okay? And now you're going to bring forth who you really are, your authenticity. And you're going to step down, you're going to drop down into your heart and bring forth that the feminine power, the feminine strength. And here's what happens when you do that. You will be seen in a whole different way, right? You're going to be seen for who you are. And this is what's going to lead you to the higher level of income, because you're going to feel abundant in yourself. If you're sacrificing your voice, sacrificing your truth, you automatically put yourself into lack and limitation. Is this making sense to you? If this is making sense and resonating, give me some thumbs up and some hearts. Okay, I want to know that I'm speaking into something you want, that is making sense and serves you at some level. My point is that no matter what position that you are in, no matter where you are finding yourself, you can pull from your higher self, you can pull from your soul self and bring those feminine, authentic power into the present. Thank you. Into the present. And what happens when you do that is you are bringing the Sophia, the feminine codes the high feminine luxury codes into that company, into that department, into the other women that you are working with, into the other men that you are working with. Because see, your presence, you are an energetic being, and your presence in whatever work you're doing is having an impact, consciously or unconsciously, on everyone that you work with, interact with, and on the company as a whole. So part of our work, bringing in the feminine codes, is transforming and healing the toxic masculine. And the toxic masculine around climbing the ladder of success is about stepping on other people. It's about sacrificing the family. It's about all of those pieces, right? You had to sacrifice to get the money. And the more money came at the greater sacrifice. And the feminine wealth, the feminine codes, are not about sacrifice at all. It's about full and complete fulfillment. It's about being 100% your authentic self. It may take some time to really reconnect with who that is, right? Because out of our desire to not disappoint other people, to not be disappointed anymore, we tend to push our desires out of the way, push who we are to the back, because if you're not living authentically who you are, it's incredibly painful. And if you're thinking that you can't have the success, the love, the joy, the fulfillment, the impact that you want to have in the world, the money that you want to have in the world, unless you push yourself to the back, then you're going to do that, right? So I just wanted to speak into that today. And my homework for you to take this deeper is that whatever situation you find yourself in, whether it's at work or it's social or around certain people, and maybe your instinct is, I don't belong here. Like, I don't belong in this space because they're not as enlightened as I am, because they don't see the world as I do, because these are selfish people, these are greedy people. Wherever you find yourself, I invite you to speak your truth. I invite you to share your wisdom. And it's not necessarily about those people. It's about saying, like, well, what if we actually shift the world with more love and fewer walls? What if we really can shift the world with emotions, right? What if? I invite you to, no matter where you find yourself, to speak that truth, your truth, and bring your essence into that space, into that circumstance, into that situation, and see that spread out around the people that you're with, into the room, into the space, and just watch with curiosity, watch the energy change, because you brought your truth in, you opened your heart, you spoke, and you allowed yourself to be seen and heard in a space where you may have put up a wall, or you may have thought, I need to get out of here, right? So thank you for watching today. Please, if this resonated with you, share this video. My mission on this planet is to liberate women from all limitation. And we have been put in a box. This is what you do as a good wife. This is what you do as a good woman. This is what you do as a good mother. This is what you have to do to make a living. This is how you don't rock the boat. to hell with all of that. All right. What is going to liberate you and bring greater wealth into your life is being authentically, fully, and completely in your power. So step into your power today. I would love to hear how that goes for you today. Where did you find yourself? And how did you show up authentically as you? Mwah. Bye for now. Thank you so much for being here, Amanda, Jamie, Jacqueline. Have an awesome, and Amanda, have an awesome day. I will see you next time. Hit share on the share button. Thank you so much. Bye for now, everyone.